36 hours in Washington D.C.? Challenge accepted. From iconic landmarks to hidden gems, come along as we make the most of our quick but unforgettable trip to the nation's capital.
Along with a lot of free things to do in the city. We hopped on a Flixbus bound for Washington D.C. from Midtown Manhattan after having a hearty breakfast. The ride takes about 4 hours, passing through some beautiful stretches of the East Coast. Along the way, we stopped near Baltimore for a quick toilet break and for some much needed coffee before continuing our journey towards the capital. Ride along with us through amazing views and cool cities on our way to Washington D.C. And hey, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. We arrived at the Union Station, one of the busiest transport hubs in the country. This historic Beaux-Arts-style building is not just a railway station. It is also home to shops, restaurants, and even event spaces. Opened in 1907, Union Station has welcomed presidents, dignitaries, and millions of travelers over the decades. Walking through here, you immediately get a sense of DC's mix of history and modern life.
When you make your way out of the Union Station, the first thing which comes to your view is the US Capitol. This iconic symbol of American democracy is where the House of Representatives and the Senate come together to debate and pass the country's laws. Even from the outside, it's impressive, where the massive white dome is visible from all around the city, and the sweeping steps are a classic photo spot. Inside, there are tours available, but even if you just admire it from the grounds, it's a reminder that this building is both a working seat of government and one of the most recognizable landmarks in the world. A true architectural masterpiece from the late 18th century, it is perched on a hill and is one of the tallest buildings in the city.
When in DC, you have to visit the Library of Congress. It's the largest library in the world. Founded in 1800, it holds over 170 million items, from books and manuscripts to photographs, maps, and recordings. The main building, the Thomas Jefferson Building, is an architectural masterpiece, famous for its grand reading room with towering columns and a magnificent dome. The library's mission is not only to preserve knowledge, but also to make it accessible to everyone. Exhibitions here showcase treasures like Jefferson's personal library and rare historical documents. It's a place where history, culture, and learning come together under one roof.
A visit to the library includes the Great Hall, a huge and richly decorated entrance hall, temporary exhibition area, as well as a permanent one.
The heart of Washington, D.C. is the National Mall. The vast 2-mile green expanse is lined with monuments, memorials, and museums. It's more than just open space. It is where Americans gather for historic events, protests, and celebrations. The gardens and landscapes around the mall are beautifully maintained, offering a calm, open setting for reflection against the backdrop of iconic landmarks like the US Capitol, the Washington Monument, and the Lincoln Memorial. Just nearby is the National Archives, home to some of the most important documents in American history, including the original Declaration of Independence, the US Constitution, and the Bill of Rights. We didn't go inside this time, but it's a must visit for anyone interested in seeing the founding documents up close.
US Department of Justice. Yo, 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 yo.
Just before lunch, we passed the FBI headquarters, officially called the J. Edgar Hoover Building. This massive concrete structure houses the central offices of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. It's not open to the public anymore for tours, but just being here reminds you of the FBI's critical role in national security and law enforcement. Right across the FBI building, we found a Korean restaurant, sweet little place for lunch. After a morning of sightseeing, nothing beats a comforting hot meal. The food was flavorful, satisfying, and gave us the energy we needed to continue exploring the city. One of the best things about the National Mall is that it's surrounded by dozens of museums, most of them part of the Smithsonian Institution, and they are all free to enter, making world-class history, art, and science accessible to everyone. On the National Mall stands one of the most powerful museums in D.C., the National Museum of African American History and Culture. Opened in 2016, it's the only national museum devoted exclusively to documenting African American life, history, and culture. The striking building itself is inspired by Yoruban art from West Africa, with its bronze-colored lattice design symbolizing resilience and strength. Inside, the journey begins below ground, tracing the painful chapters of slavery and segregation, and then rises through galleries that celebrate achievements in art, music, sports, and civil rights. We found original artifacts over here, items from civil rights movements, and costumes worn by icons such as James Brown and Muhammad Ali. But beyond the exhibits, what makes this museum truly extraordinary is how it tells a story of struggle and triumph, how African American culture has shaped and continues to shape the very identity of the United States of America. It's both emotional and inspiring, a place that leaves you reflecting long after you walk out. Just behind the Museum of African American History and Culture stands the Washington Monument, one of the most iconic landmarks in the United States. Soaring over 550 feet, it's the tallest stone structure in the world, built to honor the nation's first president, George Washington. And if you look closely, you can even see a change in color partway up, marking where construction paused during the Civil War before it was finally completed in 1884. Today, it symbolizes leadership, unity, and from top, visitors get breathtaking views over the National Mall, the Capitol, and Lincoln Memorial. And of course, no trip to Washington D.C. is complete without a stop in front of the White House, the official residence and workplace of the President of the United States. It's smaller in person though than it looks on TV, but still it's an unmistakable symbol of American power. The World War II Memorial is a grand tribute to the 16 million Americans who served during the war. The design features 56 granite pillars representing the states and territories of the time, surrounding a beautiful fountain at the center. It's a solemn yet inspiring place, honoring both sacrifice and victory right at the heart of the National Mall. From the World War II Memorial, We continued our walk down the mall to the Lincoln Memorial, dedicated to President Abraham Lincoln. This iconic structure feels almost like a Greek temple, with towering columns leading to the massive seated statue of Lincoln inside. Standing here, one can look back across the reflecting pool and see the entire stretch of the National Mall, the Washington Monument rising at the center, and the US Capitol far in the distance. It's one of the most breathtaking views in the city.
It was also here that Martin Luther King gave his famous I Have a Dream speech in 1963.
A must-stop in the capital is the National Air and Space Museum, one of Smithsonian Institution's crown jewels. From the moment you step inside, you're surrounded by aviation and space history. We saw iconic aircrafts from different eras, historic planes that changed the course of aviation, sleek experimental models, and futuristic spacecraft that hint at what's next. One of the highlights was touching a piece of the moon, a tiny fragment from Apollo missions, which felt surreal and humbling. We also got up close to RTD2, an experimental spacecraft prototype from Star Wars, and explored interactive exhibits that make you feel like you're piloting a plane or navigating a space mission yourself. This museum is massive, of course, and to truly appreciate everything it offers, from airplanes to rockets to astronaut memorabilia, you really need to devote at least half a day here. It's both inspiring and educational, and it's easy to lose track of time here while exploring the history of human flight and space exploration. The Wharf is Washington, D.C.'s lively waterfront district, filled with restaurants, bars, shops and live music. It's the perfect place to relax after a day of sightseeing. The views of the Potomac River are stunning, especially around sunset, but sadly we were there during the afternoon. Anyways, it was a vibrant atmosphere over there, and it was the perfect spot, we felt, for both locals and visitors. The Georgetown waterfront is a scenic stretch along the Potomac River with its historic brick buildings, charming cobblestone streets and lively piers. It's a perfect mix of history and modern life. Whether you're enjoying a riverside stroll, grabbing a bite at a cafe, or watching boats glide by, the waterfront offers a relaxing escape right in the heart of the city.
Built on the banks of the Potomac River, Washington is both a capital of history and memory and a city with a young, trendy Epicurean atmosphere. With its renowned museums, institutional buildings, and numerous memorial sites, a visit to Washington offers a fascinating insight into the heart of American power.
The National Postal Museum is a true hidden gem in DC that celebrates the fascinating history of mail and communication in the United States. From historic letters and vintage stamps to classic mail trucks and uniforms, this museum shows how postal services have connected people across the country for centuries. One of the highlights was getting hands-on and designing our own stamps, an interactive experience that lets you add a personal touch while learning about the evolution of postage. The museum also explores interesting stories like how mail played a role in wartime communication, early airmail adventures, and even the cultural impact of stamps as art and history. It's compact but packed with discoveries, and you could easily spend an hour or two exploring all the exhibits.
That's it for today. If you have liked this video, do not forget to like, share and subscribe, and keep watching for more such content. See you!